Although I'm not gonna fucking play this job.
Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and in this video we'll be doing a full breakdown on the changes and additions coming to the Dragoon
I swear to God, man, if there's one more fucking jump, right now we got 4 jumps. If there's one more jump,
job in Endwalker. This information is fresh out of the latest media tour, which I had the privilege of attending, but bear in mind everything in this video is still subject to change before Endwalker's release. I won't be focusing too much on potencies here unless it's absolutely necessary, because they're still subject to change and we don't
AoE
really
jump.
fully understand the changes to the calculations in the back end. Oh, and also there's a playlist in the description and from clicking the I in the top right corner to check out all of my Endwalker job change videos. With that, let's get started. The flow of Dragoon's rotation will remain largely similar going into Endwalker, just with a few new tools and adjustments. The first one is an important one. Blood of the Dragon is now a passive trait. Once you hit level 54, you'll gain Blood of the Dragon as a passive effect, no more pressing it as a button
What does that
or
mean?
maintaining it, you just have its bonuses at all times.
Okay,
This should
at all
ease the
times,
flow
okay.
of the job just a bit, though experienced Dragoons already felt like Blood of the Dragon was basically a passive trait anyway. On top of that, Raiden Thrust in particular no longer requires you to land the positionals from Wheeling Thrust and Fang and Claw in order to activate. As long as you finish a full combo, you will Thrust and Fang and Claw in order to activate. As long as you finish a full combo, you will gain access to Raiden Thrust.
Okay, that's good. That's -4. That's plus 40 potency right there. Whenever you fail a finisher, you lose 80 potency. 40 from the finisher and then 40 for not gaining Raiden Trust. So now even if you fuck up the final positioner, which is the most important one, your Raiden Trust is still... Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's a buff. That's actually... Basically, that's -1 positional, except you still lose 40 potency.
Wheeling Thrust and Fang and Claw do still have positionals on them for potency.
And
There were
help
also
that-
some timing and effect adjustments to other level 80 and under skills. Lance Charge had its cooldown reduced to 60 seconds to bring it in line with the job's buff alignment changes. Its damage boost was reduced to accommodate for the shorter cooldown, but it
used
should
to be
fit
15,
snugly
right?
in the rotation now.
Okay, that's fine.
Battle
yeah.
Litany was also brought down to 2 minutes while keeping the same effect, which should be, again, nicer for buff alignment. Most importantly, though, Sonic Thrust now grants your disembowel damage buff, which has been renamed to Power Surge.
Oh, it gives now. Good. Rather than apply first, then extend. It actually grants. I hope Metro Tempest and I hope Metro Tempest is the same.
Now
Hopefully.
grants your disembowel damage buff, which has been renamed to Power Surge. This should make AoEing far less of a headache than it was before. After 80, Dragoon gets a few upgrades to existing skills and one more button to press every other completed combo. At level 82, Korthan Torment will now activate a new buff, Draconian Fire. This transforms Doom Spike into Draconian Fury for its next use. This deals more damage and also interacts with their level 90 skill,
Just
which we'll
AoE,
talk
right?
about in a bit. Helps bring even more rotation consistency to their AoE. At level
Okay, just
84,
AoE, right, yeah.
Dragoon gets a second charge for their Spine Shatter dive. Now, Dragoons are mostly
Please tell. Oh god. So you get one more charge and I still see high jump. So that's the 5th jump. 1, 2, 3, 4.
used to using Elusive Jump to get around the arena so that they can use Spine Shatter dive for damage. But having a spare
Well, we are not playing Dragoon in 6.0 anyway, so...
charge when you really need it might come in handy if you don't just dump these during a burst window.
I mean, you will!
At level 86, Dragoons get upgrades to their Full Thrust and Chaos Thrust abilities, transforming them into Heaven's Thrust and Chaotic Spring. This simply
Just
increases
animation
their
changes,
potency
right?
and gives them new animations, but their
Yeah.
function is otherwise identical. At level 88, Life Surge is upgraded to have 2 charges instead of 1. This is
Oh my god. Oh no, dude. Oh my fucking god. Yo, this class is dead on arrival. I'm telling you that right now.
interesting because traditionally you only use Life Surge on Full Thrust, which is
Yeah.
now Heaven's Thrust. I wonder if Dragoons are going to seek to use it on another global cooldown inside of burst windows to fit both of them. The next highest potency hits are Fang and Claw and Wheeling Thrust.
Yeah, you can use it just more. I mean, you will, right? You have to, right? Because in the burst window, you can't get a second full thrust, right? That means you have to, right? And then because of you have to, and then you start to ask yourself, why? If this is mainly used for full thrust, for maximum potency, yes, it is still an increase. But if you use it for non-full thrust, it's just a minor increase. And then you have to clip another thing. And then you got one more jump. Like, why? Who asked for this? Now, let me tell you why they adapt. Let me tell you why, okay? Let me tell you why Yoshi P wants another charge. You want to know why? Because this is your HP recovery tool. Oh no, minasan, please do not just use full thrust on burst. I think that will be really boring. You know, all of you like to play the game 60, 120 seconds, but I want to let you know all these things that we add in is not because for you to burst. It is because of burst, Yoshi P. It is because of burst. Oh, but we make it so that maybe you can use this for health recovery. Says no one ever.
Is actually last in the combo. That's only slightly less than Heaven's Thrust, so I'm thinking if they were going to do this, it would be there. I'm curious to see what Dragoon mains end up coming up with. Finally, Dragoon's level 90 capstone skill is Wormwind Thrust. When you unlock this skill, the job gauge will be updated to include 2 scales on the right side, named First Mind's Focus. Every time the Dragoon performs Raiden Thrust or Draconian Fury, they get 1 First Mind's Focus. When you have both of these filled up, you can activate Wormwind Thrust. This attack deals off-global ranged damage in the line in front of the Dragoon, with damage falling off after the first target. Basically, every 2 completed combos, you'll get a use of Wormwind Thrust to toss out. This can just be held for a few global cooldowns at most, too, since as soon as you loop back around to Raiden Thrust, you'll want those scales gone so that you don't
just another battle. Yeah, just another gay schoolgirl.
Worth mentioning that this attack also has a range similar to Jirskogul and Nastron, so it can be used strategically during downtime as well. The big thing is that your new tools all pretty much lay on top of your old tools. So I'd imagine that for the most part, similar buff timings and rotations.
Dragoon. So basically what Dragoon gain is 1 off GCD, 1 more jump, and 1 more life surge, which honestly, you know, I'm not a Dragoon main, okay? I only recent play Dragoon, okay? But that doesn't mean that I don't know how the game works or how I feel this game needs or don't need, what Dragoon needs and don't need. Let me tell you something. One thing Dragoon could do without is life surge. This is one button, right, that is so inflated that honestly all they have to do, remove life surge and increase full thrust potency, the end. But to make it worse, they now give you 2 charge of life surge. Oh my god. And then for jump, right? Adding 1 more charge to Spine Shatter Dive is really good. But I think that high jump is not needed already. What they should have done, they should have made high jump potency include into Spine Shatter Dive and then just give you 2 charge of Spine Shatter. Basically, combine these 2 skills except make it 2 charge. Now they give you 1 more jump. I mean, I guess you can save it if you do save it for gap closing purpose. But that's weird. Is True North on the hotbar? Do we get 3 charges of True North at least? Nope.
Should all work. You'll always start with a Chaotic Spring combo before a Heaven's Thrust combo, and you'll just alternate between the 2 5-part combos, adjusting for things like downtime or specific phases. If you need to move buffs to earlier timings to match fight mechanics, feel free, but this is all standard Dragoon stuff I'm saying. It's nothing revolutionary or specific to me. Life of the Dragon timing should also work better now, since Lance Charge being 60 seconds should help with alignment significantly. All in all, I expect experienced Dragoons will find their experience very familiar. I think that's fine. Dragoons have taken on this kind of combo king identity, and I kind of think it's cool. 5-part combos, combo transformations, and steady.
Happy doesn't play Dragoon, right? Cool doesn't cut it. I thought it was cool until I realized it's shit. I thought this is one of the most fun melee I ever played. until I realized it's overcomplicated. I still have fun playing it, but out of all the melees, I think it's overcomplicated for nothing, I feel. The identity for Dragoon is overcomplication. It could be a lot simpler. Jump, why? I still don't get it. Why jump can't be double weave? Why? What identity?
pacing all layered on top of managing
it's overcomplicated. It is. If you compare this to other melee classes, there's a lot of things in this class that doesn't need to be there. Why do you need? I mean, okay. At least Raiden Thrust is changed like that, but you still lose potency if you don't hit positional, right? It's just it's just more forgiving if you don't hit the last position. Instead of losing 80 potency, now you only lose 40. Okay, but still, right? Why make it so restrictive? It is like half. It's like a 5.5 combo job, right? But why make it so restrictive? But I mean, you know, now they're throwing. I mean, it's not like you're ever gonna throw it, but now it's cool that you can throw it and don't break combo. I think that's good. Jump, man. My biggest jibe with this job is jump, man. Why add in another jump? Oh, but Arthars, you're gonna use it only for get closer. No, you ain't. You're gonna use it for burst. Oh, but I ain't. I ain't. Try hard like you. Then shut the fuck up. Okay? You want to play suboptimal? That's your problem. Okay? Jump is bad. 5 now. You got 5 now. Now, life surge doesn't need a second charge. Okay? All they gotta do is put life surge and combine it with full thrust and just make full thrust. Just make full thrust like a proc or something that naturally don't need to care, and then it just do more damage. Because this is exactly what it does. In fact, now 2 charge for what purpose? Nobody fucking knows. Really? I mean, I guess you can full thrust with every life. You can life search every full thrust now. That's the point. Then why do you still have it? What? This is what I mean by overcomplication. Why? I assume, right? Okay, I would assume, right? Now you can full trust life search. You can life search every full trust now, 100%, right? Now you can do it like every alternate, but now you can do it 100% of the time. Then why do you still have it? Why? This is what I mean by overcomplication. Why? I'm not saying that this job is like big brain to play. I'm just saying why add in these changes that doesn't need to be there in the first place. That's what I mean.
And some bonus attacks as well. It's not really my speed compared to the other melee jobs, but every time I do pick up the lance, there's just this kind of comfort that the job has. I don't really
that's weird.
know how to describe it. I'm just glad that comfort has finally extended into the AoE combo as well. That was so long overdue, but I'm glad they finally have it now. So Dragoon should feel better going into Endwalker. And with that's going to be a wrap for my video.
That is a happy RP segment
on the Dragoon job changes coming in Endwalker. Be sure to...
Dude, this one is so underwhelming though. Who thinks this is who think this is underwhelming? Who think this is underwhelming yet? Underwhelming, unnecessary. I'm trying to find a third word because that's how unnatural. Who thinks? Who thinks this 2 gauge, 2 full thrust to gain 2 gauge just to use 1 off GCD for a level 80 ability is a little bit